ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Comedy Corral. I'm Cowboy Ken, your host, where we will attempt to bring you funny filtered from life's crap. Speaking of a load of crap, my co-host looks and sounds like a cast member from Hee Haw. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ed.
Howdy, Cowboy Ken.
Well, howdy there, Barney Five.
What should it be?
What the heck is that?
A gun?
Well, I know it's a gun. What do you need a gun for?
Protection?
Protection from who? We haven't been on the air long enough to piss anybody off yet.
Don't you mean whom? Cowboy Ken, you ever been on a farm? There are more critters on the farm than what boarded the ark.
Well, all right then, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we have found a topic for this show. Unfriendly farm. Why every animal is after Mr. Ed. But I must take a moment to deal with a serious matter.
What's that?
Well, Mr. Ed, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were married.
I'm not married.
Girlfriend?
No.
Dating?
No.
Boyfriend?
Heck no. Look, I didn't say I could prove it. I just said I believe it.
If you say so.
I'm just saying that I choose love, not violence. And with that being said, I must prohibit the presence of any weapons being brought to the set of the Comedy Corral. You okay with that policy, Mr. Ed?
Yeah, I guess so.
You can have it back after the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Comedy Corral is sponsored by Tombstone Entertainment LLC. Have fun till you die. And I am quite certain that our sponsor would not want anyone to die while we are here having fun. Now then, Mr. Ed, why is every animal after you?
Well, when you're on a farm, there are many critters, large and small. And a human entering where they live and hunt makes them curious.
Wait a minute. Hold the farmer's almanac. What is your definition of a critter?
Anything with more legs than mine.
That's not a definition, Ed. That's a statement. And what about the ones without legs?
You mean snakes and stuff?
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask about the and stuff, but yes, snakes.
They're not a critter. They are the farm's insecticide.
So, where do you keep this insecticide of yours?
In my cornhole.
Oh, never mind. I don't care.
You need to if you don't want insecticide in your vegetables.
Whatever. Maybe it's because they think you're an animal.
No, that's not it. It's because I'm a farmer. Fairly average, rare meat, enticingly reachable.
You are kidding, right?
No, not at all. It's true. Learn that from the aliens.
No. We are not talking about aliens. I don't believe in them.
Not even illegal aliens? Because a couple of them work on my, excuse me, your farm.
Okay, this sounds like it could be a topic all by itself. So we will table this to another time. So, how's your love life?
Give me my gun back and I'll show you.
Man, how do you have a wife?
Because I have a big...
Okay, that's enough. Nobody wants to hear that.
It's true though. It's not my fault she thinks my tractor's sexy.
Isn't that a Kenny Chesney song?
Who's Kenny Chesney?
He's a country music... Oh, never mind. You wouldn't get it anyway.
It's not what you think, cowboy. I choose love over violence also. The gun was to be an illustration of how explosive love is, like a bullet from a gun.
I'm gonna regret asking this, but you care to elaborate?
Well, see, when you're on the farm working, you get all hot and sweating, especially when you're working without a farm equipment.
Wait a minute. You have a tractor. I've seen it.
Yeah, but it doesn't run. Anyway, as I was saying, you tend to get all hot and sweaty. And most people, including farmers, when they get hot and sweaty, they take off their shirt.
Hold up. This is not gonna be an X-rated story, is it?
What rating is that? All I have ever is G, PG, and...
Forget I said anything. Carry on.
Anyway, when the sun hits your sweat-drenched body, your skin starts glistening, and for some reason that's like a mating call for the women to come to the crop and check out the sparkles. And then...
Ed, what are you doing?
Would you shut up for a minute and let me tell my story?
Okay, fine. Go ahead, Harley Quinn.
Thank you, Nancy Drew. As I was saying, when the sweat starts to glisten and the sweat starts to mix with your body's chemistry, it sends off those pheromones.
What the heck is a fairy bone? Don't you mean pheromones?
Yeah, those two. The women, whether passing by in a car or living on an adjacent farm, they just come running to that smell. They're drawn to it like a fly on a cow pie.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Anybody ever tell you you're rudish?
No. But what do you mean about love being explosive?
It's an adrenaline thing. Like when you drive a car fast, your adrenaline starts to pump.
Whoa, wait a minute. What was that I heard?
What?
That thing about adrenaline.
Drive a car fast?
No, before that.
It's an adrenaline thing?
No, after that.
Well, it's kind of a long story.
What's a long story?
The time I met a honey in the wrong crop.
What are you rambling about?
I am not rambling. It turns out I was gambling with my life.
You're live. What, Ed, what are you going on about?
I took a honey into the wrong crop and got shot at with double aught shots photography, that is. The farmer with the gun took pictures.
You started to say something else.
No, not me. No.
Okay, what does any of that have to do with love?
Oh, cowboy, it has everything to do with it. Because when you're with that new honey at the crop, bam, the explosion happens. And your tongue gets hard. You start to sweating and talking funny. You know, that she feels the same way about you. And then, bam!
Must be a farming thing, 'cause none of that crap ever happens to me. Not that way, anyway. You made falling in love sound like a trailer for a blockbuster movie.
Then what's it like for you, cowboy?
Not good, Ed. I once got set up on a blind date.
On a blind date? That sounds fun.
No, Ed. Not fun at all.
Why not, cowboy?
Because the girl they set me up with was blind.
Isn't that the point of a blind date?
No, Ed, the point is that you have never seen the person before. Not that the person will never see again.
Sounds kind of fun if you ask me.
Why is that, Ed? What could possibly be fun about going on a blind date with a blind girl and not knowing it ahead of time.
You're a glass half empty kind of cowboy, aren't you? She has to use Braille to get to know you. That's second base without even trying.
Okay, that's enough. It's not like your experience, I assure you. First of all, I've never been on a farm. I assume you mean farm when you say crop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, different, but okay. See, I can talk to any woman until the point that I like her. Then I start sweating, my tongue swells up 3 times its size to the point I can only speak gibberish. I begin to stutter like Mel Tillis giving a speech, and I get the initial symptoms of onset Tourette syndrome.
Wow. Dude, maybe it's an age thing.
No, it's not an age thing. It's been that way my whole life. It's a wonder I was ever married at all.
You could say that again.
Hey man, watch it.
Watch what?
What?
Watch what?
What are you talking about?
Don't know. You told me to watch it, but you can't seem to tell me what to watch.
Forget I said it, Ed. Let's move on.
Maybe you need a wingman.
That's a nice offer, Ed. But I'm not a hangout on the farm type of guy. And definitely don't know anything about growing food.
Hey, I'm Mr. Ed, and I could hook you up with farmersonly.com.
As appealing as that sounds, Ed, I prefer to crash and burn alone without a witness. But thank you for the offer. That means a lot.
No doubt, just saying, you're welcome to hang with me sometime if you want.
I couldn't hang with you if I wore a beekeeper suit.
That's a good one, cowboy. Funny story about bees. The queen.
There are not alien bees, are they? Because if so, I'm not interested in that story at all.
You were abducted by aliens, weren't you?
No, Ed. There's no such thing as aliens.
You would have changed your mind if you would have let me tell my bee story.
Never, Ed. Tell me more about your love movie.
Man, I don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying?
Not yet. You haven't said anything.
Yeah, I have.
No, you've made noise. You haven't really said anything. Come on, get to the good stuff.
Man, when you're with a right babe, it's all good stuff.
Not in my time zone. Then tell me, what's your approach when you see someone you like?
Well, cowboy, it's like that bullet from a gun I was talking about. It starts with the eyes, the stare when they're checking you out.
So it's a physical attraction first.
No, not necessarily. It's that come hither look with those bedroom eyes.
How do you know when you're getting that look?
You just know.
Oh, so you're Yoda now. You just use the Force and they come to you?
Can come to the dark side.
Crazy you are.
Dang, cowboy, all you need now is big ears and a green glow.
Wait, hold up. First you call me old, now you say I'm short and ugly?
No, cowboy. Yoda was a badass Jedi master, and women think he's so cute, there's even a petition to make Baby Yoda an emoji. You've got the Force, my friend. You just need to bring it out as suspended animation, you dig? That cowboy stuff works for you, man.
Wow. Your heartwarming compassion is overwhelming.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
What?
You are about as compassionate as an insole.
You need to work on your communication skills.
What does that mean, Ed?
I am not a mind reader. You are supposed to tell me when you change the game.
What are you talking about?
You're so ugly you have to sneak up on a glass of water.
Insults, Ed? Really? Insults? That's just special.
I know I'm special. Let's not make a big deal about it.
Okay, Mr. Ed. Let's try a little experiment for a moment.
Like what?
You pretend like I'm a female that you want to get with, and you
You what?
try to pick me up, lay your rap on me.
I'm starting to understand why you're alone.
No, not for real. I just want to see how you act around a female. Maybe I can pick up some pointers.
First of all, you're not a female. Second of all, I'm not an actor.
Sure you are. Everyone is an actor or actress to some degree.
I don't know if I could do this.
Sure you can.
Okay, man, this is stupid.
Why is it stupid? Just talk to me like I'm a woman.
Hey baby, you got big eyes.
Big eyes? Are you kidding me? I'm not Little Red Riding Hood.
Man, I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Remember when you were talking about the hottie in your crop? And it was intense and passionate and, well, close your eyes. Imagine that I am that hottie and talk me into coming to your crop.
What's happening, cutie?
Nothing but you, big boy.
I haven't seen you here before. Where you stay at?
Oh, here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, how about you come to the crop and let me harvest you for a bit?
What? That's it? She went home with you after that?
Yeah, why?
Well, that was no help at all.
I told you this wouldn't work, man. You're not a farmer.
What does farming have to do with it? Love is supposed to be a universal language.
Maybe, but once you go homegrown, you never go back.
Oh, that's a load of crap. No pun intended.
What's a pun?
Oh, you have so much to learn, my young apprentice.
What's an apprentice? What are you talking about?
It's a Star Wars reference. Never mind.
You don't use Star Wars references when you're trying to pick up women, do you?
Depends.
On what?
Whether or not she looks like one of the creatures from the cantina scene.
Okay, I think I see your problem.
I don't have a problem. And what do you mean?
You try too hard, and you select the women you are going to approach instead of letting them select you.
How do I know if they're selecting me or not?
It's in the eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul.
Wow. That's pretty deep coming from a guy whose pickup line is come to my crop and let me harvest you for a bit.
That's what works for me. You have to find what works for you.
And if I don't find anything that works for me,
Then you purchase one.
I will not pay for a hooker or an escort or whatever they are called.
I wasn't talking about a hooker.
Oh, heck no.
Hey, man. When the going gets tough, the tough get...
Stop. I'm going to stop you right there. That is not ever going to happen. You hear me? Ed, I swear to God, that is not funny at all, man.
I think you're wrong. They're laughing their tail off.
Wow. 10,000 comedians out of work and you're trying to be funny.
Trying hell. I got 3 friends on here and they can't breathe right now.
Well, call them a wambulance then.
What's a wambulance?
It was a joke, Ed. And again, you didn't get it.
No. You're so ugly you have to sneak up on a glass of water. It's a joke. Wambulance is just stupid.
Is this revenge, Ed? Are you getting me back for the last show?
No, this isn't revenge. It's Comedy Corral.
Ed, are you happy being a co-host?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Why do you ask, cowboy?
Well, because your body language indicates that you're not having fun. Your body language says that you're uncomfortable and miserable.
I wasn't aware my body could talk. What language does it speak? Because I only know English.
Wow. They broke the mold when they made you.
Aha. I knew the aliens got you. They're the only ones that use mold.
Ed, stop talking about aliens. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to hear about aliens.
Okay, I'll stop talking about aliens. So, cowboy, you were in the military, right?
Yes, I was, Ed.
What branch?
United States Marine Corps.
Okay, ever been to Area 51?
No, Ed, I have not. Neither has anyone else.
That's not what my body just told me.
Would you stop, please?
Why? Turns out my body does speak English. You can't handle the truth.
What truth, Ed? There are no extraterrestrials.
What the heck is an extraterrestrial?
Not pterodactyl, Ed. Terrestrial.
Yeah, that too.
Would you kindly stop talking?
Okay, it's your show, Charlie Chaplin.
It's not my show, you smart aleck. It's our show.
No, it's not. I'm not a cowboy.
Ed, listen to yourself. Neither am I.
How could I listen to myself when my ears are on either side of my head?
How about I rip one off and put it in your hand? Would that help?
I don't think so. I don't know that much about wiring, but once they're disconnected, they don't make a sound anymore.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this edition of the Comedy Corral. We hope you enjoyed the show. And remember our motto, when life gets crappy, find the funny.
And be happy.
I am getting sick and tired of you talking to me like that on camera.
You're the one threatening to rip my ear off and put it in my hand.
Well, I don't mean it. I would never do anything like that.
Then if you wouldn't do it, why do you say it?
I don't know. Frustrated, I guess.
Well, I'm frustrated too, because I'm way out of my element trying to be a co-host, but you don't hear me threatening you.
Who are you, man?
I'm Mr. Ed.